Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Scream. What are you doing here? Huh? What are you doing here? I thought you were at home, watching the kids. Who is this guy? Phage, it's over. I need a real stud. I need a stud in my life. I need somebody who can handle all this, and you're not doing it. What? Buddy, I'm talking to you. What are you doing messing around with my woman? What are you doing falling down, bitch? Sorry, I'm drunk. I had too much to drink. I'm gonna kick your ass. Don't stir any trouble, Phage. Back off, bitch. It's between me and this guy right here. What's your name, buddy? Hey, back off, Puny. Back off. She's with the real man. I'm gonna give her and make her appreciate her name, Scream. You got a problem? No, it's cool. That's what I thought. Come on, baby, let's go. What are you doing, passed out again? Here, let me help you up. Come on, I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna show you what a real man is capable of. You fucking slut. Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, guys. Okay, so here we go. We are about to build Venompool. Finally, after months and months, guys, if you have been watching my channel, then you guys know I've been trying to build this Venompool Build-A-Figure for the longest time, dude. I think the first figure I think I found was Carnage. Was a Carnage I didn't really want. Didn't really care too much for. If you guys saw my Phage review, then you guys know how I feel about all these characters behind you. But speaking of the characters behind, not you, but behind Venompool, all these figures right here are the figures that you needed to get this Venompool. And it's actually not a bad wave. It's actually pretty decent. There have been better waves, but, you know, this kind of reminds me of the Monster Venom Build-A-Figure that came out and gave us all these symbiote figures, man. There was just so many of them, dude. With that being said, let's go ahead and... Shit. Knocked off Ghost Pepper over there. Let's go ahead and build this Venompool. So, let's go ahead and put in the legs right here, guys. I'm guessing it has to go this way, duh. Just line them up, duh. This Venompool, or excuse me, this Build-A-Figure, it's not that complicated. So let's pop in his legs, his short little stumpy legs. There's one leg, yay! He's almost done, thank goodness. And then we'll pop in his other leg. Get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there, and there we go. We got this stumpy looking Venompool. Very, very nice, guys. He's got some stumpy legs, man. This kind of reminds me of Strong Guy. Oh, yeah. And this is going to be a comparison video as well. So stay tuned, because I'm going to be doing a lot of comparisons with this Venompool. Let me raise my camera up just a little bit, because to make this video a little bit more interesting, I'm sure you guys want to see some comparisons, being that you guys have already seen reviews of this Venompool. So here's Venompool built. We'll put on his swords in a moment. So yeah, man, he is really... His legs are really, really stocky, man. Let's go over the detail of Venompool. Actually, let's put on his swords first, and then we'll go over his detail. I have no idea how to peg this in. This looks freaking weird as hell, but we'll give it a shot. So, I guess it goes in like that. Okay, guys, we are back. So let me tell you, man, pegging in these swords were a pain in the butt, man. I think I made it a little bit more difficult than I should have, but it was a really pain in the butt trying to peg into this sword. But they're on there nicely. They're not going anywhere, so that's really, really dope. So, let's go ahead and check out the detail of this Venompool, because that's what we're here for, man. That's what you guys are here for. So, the face is done brilliantly, dude. The head sculpt is done brilliantly. His head is on a ball joint, as you guys can see. The tongue is done nicely. The face is done nicely. Great looking Venompool. Muscle structure is done nicely. Arms are done nicely. Chest, everything about this guy is done very, very nicely. I can't get used to the stumpy legs, but that's a part of the character, so it is what it is. Very, very nice. Legs, double jointed knees. Look at that, dude. Just beautiful. Beautiful, 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 man. Even ankle articulation. The shackles right here, they don't mess up his articulation. The Deadpool logo was done nicely. This is a very, very clean figure, man. Very... Actually, no bleeding whatsoever, dude. Why can't Marvel Legends do this every single time? There's no bleeding on this figure at all. You think, you know, did Marvel Legends actually do this? Well, they've done some great figures before, so, you know, they can do great figures if they want to. Especially if they're build-us figures, especially if they're like deluxe figures, they can do some great things with this, with what they normally produce. Ghost Spider is alright, but compared, there is no comparison, dude. So, he does come with, actually I'll show you 2 interchangeable hands. So, he comes with gripping hands, holding hands, and then he comes with open hands right here. I put 1 in 1 each, but he comes with 2 blades. So, here is the blades right here. Swords are typical plastic swords. There's one. I'm probably going to, being that I kind of like the open hand look, I'm probably going to leave 1 open hand and 1 holding hand. So yeah, be careful with the swords because they are very frail and plastic. Great, great looking figure, man. I don't know if I want him holding the swords. Let's take the sword out. Ugh. Yeah, this is very, very frail plastic, man. It will break very easily, so be careful for that, guys. Great looking freaking figure, guys. Let's go ahead and measure him, and let's do some comparisons. And I'll let you know how I feel about this Venompool. Venompool stands at approximately just a little under 8 inches tall, all the way up to his swords, 8 inches tall. A little, well, actually, he does stand at 8 inches tall, up to his swords. Why does that not? Okay, that makes sense. 8 inches 8 inches up to his head. Swords is about the same height. I thought the swords would be a little bit higher. They look a little bit higher, but they're not. Okay, let's do some comparisons. Him and Phage. Boom. Ghost Pepper. Here's Ghost Pepper. Carnage. You want to see him with Carnage? There is Carnage. Miles Morales. Look at that. Miles Morales is a very small guy. Morbius. Morbius with Venompool. Alright, let's break out some more comparisons. Well, more figures and do some more comparisons. Man, I'm not on my game. Jeez. Alright, here is Venompool with another Build-A-Figure. Very, very similar look, man. Big upper body and small, tiny little legs. Of course, Strong Guy has some tiny-ass feet. But they're both very short and stocky. But they measure up about the same height. So if you guys had this Strong Guy Build-A-Figure, then you know that this is the size comparison right here. So they're both very short and stocky. I think I just said that, repeated myself. But yeah, if you want to do a comparison, if you guys had this Strong Guy, then that's how big Venompool is. He's actually not that big. He's more wide than he is tall. Speaking of wide, here he is with Toxin. Oh, I love you, baby. Give me some tongue. Really, really great looking figure, man. Great looking figure. Love this Toxin. This Deadpool is really, really awesome. Really, really dope, man. That's how they measure up right there. If you guys have that Toxin. So he's pretty much the size of like a Monster Venom. If you guys have the Monster Venom or the Eddie Brock version of Venom, I don't want to pull those figures out. And then here he is with Sugar Man, another creepy, cool figure with his tongue hanging out. There's Sugar Man. Sugar Man is an awesome, awesome figure. Big guy. Big freaking tongue. Great figure, man. It's hard to believe Marvel Legends did this, man. every time Marvel Legends does a great figure, it's hard to believe that they do it. But man, this guy's is just straight up masterpiece, man. Great action figure, guys. Highly recommend this. But you know, they'll probably release this guy in single pack maybe a year from now, like they always do, like they do with all the Build-A-Figures, give them more detail and shit. Same thing with this Venompool, but nonetheless, this is the Build-A-Figure, so really dope. I think it's kind of good, you know, for all the collectors out there that don't want to buy all these figures right here, you know, and I think it's good for the deluxe pack because I like what they did with the Kingpin, because when that Kingpin first came out with all white, didn't really care for him, didn't really want to buy any of the figures to build that Kingpin. But when they came out and they re-released them, you know, based on the Spider-Man cartoon, I really love that Kingpin. So, speaking of Kingpin, let's do some more comparisons. Okay, so here is Kingpin. So if you guys have this Kingpin, which I'm sure you do if you guys are Marvel Legends collectors, then this guy is freaking awesome, man. Love this Kingpin. One of my favorite figures in my entire collection. I love him in this wardrobe. The all-white wardrobe really wasn't doing it for me. That Build-A-Figure really wasn't doing it for me. So I'm so glad that they released this guy instead. So, or not instead, but I'm glad they re-released him, updated, painted version. So there is Kingpin next to Venompool. You guys want to see him next to Deadpool? Here is Deadpool with Venompool. As you guys can see, well, this Venom, this Deadpool was, I believe, from the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave. Very awesome Deadpool. And if I mix up the words, guys, I apologize, man. It's just so many freaking names, so many similar names. So I apologize. I call this guy all the time. Every time I do break this guy out, I call him Venom, so I apologize. Even though I know he's Carnage, but I just get tied up. So, but you can see the contrast of red. My words get tied up. That's what I mean. See, I can't even speak, dude. That's what happens when you get lack of sleep. But you see the color contrast, the red, and see this is a darker red. This is actually more based on the movie version of that Deadpool, which I don't have, never picked up. I didn't want to pay, you know, 40, 50 bucks. Or was it $60 for the 2-pack? So there's Deadpool. You guys want to see him with Spider-Man? There he is with Spider-Man. This is the retro Spider-Man, so there is the comparison right there. Let's break out some Venom. Venom! Movie Venom. Awesome figure, man. You don't think Venom is that big, but he's actually pretty big, dude. So this is how he stands. I think this Venom stands at, what, 7 inches, right? 7.5 inches? Let's do some measurements. I forgot how tall he stands, but he's a tall guy. So this Venom stands at just... Oh, actually, no, I was wrong. 7 and 5/8. That's just a little over 7.5 inches. So, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Venompool has about maybe no less than a half an inch on Venom. I feel like I'm mixing up the names again, but you guys get it. Let's do some more comparisons before we end this video, and I give you my rating. Alright, so here's another mashup. We have the Venomized Captain America with Venompool, or Venomized Deadpool. Okay, I see why they call them Venompool. I feel like Venomized Deadpool was a missed opportunity, but I understand why they called him Venompool. So that's how he stands up. Another awesome figure I really like. Awesome figure. And then we have, just for the hell of it, we break out another Build-A-Figure Monster Venom, because anytime I can break out this Venom is dope. Alright guys, let's give you my rating. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I'm going to be very, very generous. He is not perfect, but damn, he is pretty close to perfect, dude. Listen, I'm not going to say I wish there were some more paint apps on this guy, because actually I prefer him not having too much paint apps. I mean, I think overall this is Marvel Legends. This is what they give you. This is what, you know, this is what you expect. So overall, great looking figure, man. I could say, yeah, there could be some dry brushing here on the belt, maybe on the body, maybe on the shackles, but nonetheless, or maybe added some chains for all you customizers out there. Add some chains to this guy. And the silver, I wish, was a little bit more silver shackle wise, but it's great, but it works. I'm not picky. This right here, I wish there was a little bit more shading. Swords, I wish weren't that plasticky, if there is such a word. Now there is. But listen, great figure, guys. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I'm going to give this guy a solid 9. Great paint apps. The overall body, aesthetically, he looks great. He comes with interchangeable hands, which is great. So if you guys don't want him holding the swords, which I'm probably not going to have him holding the swords, you can have him in the open hands right here if you want him to. And like I said, or you can have him holding the swords. It's really up to you. But listen, great freaking figure, dude. I'm glad that I built this Venompool. It took me a while, so I'm glad you guys stay tuned and followed me on my journey for this Venompool, to build this Venompool. So I just want to thank you guys. Alright, there was my little review comparison video, guys. Let me know what you think of this Venompool. Do you own them? Do you plan on picking them up? Do you plan on building them? Do you already have them built? What do you make of them? Alright, we'll go ahead and leave it at that. Just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next review. Peace out!